Hello everyone and welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Online. My name is Steven aka Storm and we are back as the mighty battle lizard Reewish. Today was a release of a very special prologue quest for the next chapter of the Dark Heart of Skyrim, which is entitled as Elder Scrolls Online Markarth. So I thought we would jump straight into that today and get that process rolling. Where is the... Hold on, stories. Zone DLC. Oh, it tells you which ones you've started, I guess. Or maybe those are the ones you own. No, those are probably the ones that I own. Okay. I own Dragonhold? I didn't know I owned. No, I'm sorry. Those are the ones I don't own. Why is elsewhere checked, though? Oh, no, the check mark is because I own them. Okay. Or it's because I've finished them. Okay. Or I've been doing them. Okay. Greymore, Castlethorn. Nope, that's not right. Where are the quest starters? Maybe that's up here. No? Why is it not in my collections? Assistance. That's weird. Okay. Well, that's fine. Wait. No, okay. Ooh, Dark Shaman. That looks pretty cool. There we go. Alright, we started the Ravenwatch Inquiry, not Investigation, Storm. You're an idiot. You just did this quest earlier between phone calls. Because you like to live on the rifts, on the wild side. Okay. So where are we going? We're going to meet Gwendis, but where are we meeting Gwendis at? Alright, we're going to Stonefalls. That's because I'm an Ebonheart character, and of course she would want to meet me in Stonefalls. I'm assuming that if you're already a minion, she meets you in Alderaan, so. This will just be a short stream tonight to get through this quest, however long this quest takes to do on my Argonian. So if it's short and we're in and out, that's fine. If it takes a while, you know, I'm okay with that as well. So we're going to go through all the dialogue options and everything. So. I got something in the mail. Oh. That was probably from playing my character earlier, so. Gwendis!
What? Saving Skyrim wasn't enough for you? Had to sign on for even more heroics? It's good to see you. I could use your help. You know better than anyone what we're dealing with. We need to figure out exactly what the Grey Host is up to.
Hello, Gwendis. Do you need help with your investigation?
You know the Ravenwatch deals with threats all the time. Trouble is, there's never been a threat consisting of a reborn army of vampires and werewolves from the First Era. So yes, I could use some help. We need to know what they're planning.
What do we know so far?
We know that one of the original ruling members of the Grey Host is rebuilding their army, gathering vampires and werewolves to their banner. And we know they're experimenting with life energy. So, what do you say? Ready for another adventure?
I'll help you find out more about the Grey Host.
Everything I learned up to now points in the same direction. Bankerai Garrison. There's a scholar named Norette Deal there who may be able to tell us more about the Grey Host and how they were defeated. Cart's over there when you're ready to go.
Are you the only one member of Ravenwatch investigating this?
For the moment. There are an awful lot of evil conspiracies afoot in Tamriel, and not nearly enough Ravenwatch members to investigate them all. But this isn't a one-person job, which is why we recruited help.
What are the rest of the Ravenwatch doing?
No idea. They're spread out. Adusa, for example, mentioned something about necromancers raising bone giants and elsewhere, but she probably wanted to refill her moon sugar stores. Fenorian could be anywhere. He does tend to sneak around.
What do you hope to accomplish at the Bankurai garrison?
I'm hoping a scholar of ancient Bankurai battles named Lorette Deal or one of her colleagues can tell us more about the Grey Host. With any luck, they have information about the Grey Host that's not too outlandish.
What do you mean, outlandish?
The priests have this old holy text that claims St. Helen leapt off the garrison's walls, landed among the host, asked Stendar for endless blood, and then fed them all without dying. Then the garrison dropped some rocks on them. See? Outlandish.
Very outlandish, yes. So do you want more reasonable answers?
Exactly. We need practical facts about how the Grey Host was defeated at Bankurai Garrison. Hopefully Scholar Deal can provide them.
Is this related to what we learned in Western Skyrim?
Absolutely. I'm hoping the scholars at Bankurai Garrison can put the entire puzzle together for us. How a Durrani elf, a survivor from the Grey Host's defeat in the ancient past, and experiments with life magic fit together, I have no idea.
Remind me about the Daenerys elf?
Lady Thorn. Before she became a vampire, she was a Durrani noble, had connections to Viridian Watch. It looks like she helped at least one of the Grey Host's ruling councillors escape on the day their army was defeated in the First Era.
Remind me about the Grey Host survivor.
The Grey Host was ruled by a council of some sort, though one was purposely omitted from the ancient record. Must have fallen out of favor, I suppose. Anyway, those records indicate someone survived the final battle. I think it was Rada al-Saran.
Which, the Ashen Lord, that would make a lot of sense. Remind me about those experiments with life energy.
This revived Grey Host has been conducting experiments using ancient research. It involves life energy, souls, and these containment vessels called stone husks. I think it has something to do with bringing the Grey Host leaders back to life.
All right. Anything else you need to know before we head out?
Probably, but nothing that can't wait. Let's take the cart to the Bankurai Garrison and find the scholars who know more about the history of the Grey Host.
You've really come into your own since Ravenwatch, when you were just basically a child vampire, and ooh, that's a neat dress. Come a long way, Gwendis. All right, let's do this. This character's never been to Bankurai before. This will be interesting. Sir Gridgick.
Well, this isn't at all what I expected. What happened here?
You were so short, Gwendis. A scholar.
Nice camp, I
Oh, I'm
suppose.
sorry. Are you here for a tour? I'm afraid they've all been suspended until this mess with the Imperial Army is resolved. If I could offer a suggestion, turn around and head for the safety of Evermore's walls.
We came a long way to ask you about the Grey Host.
As you can plainly see, now is not a good time. My fellow scholars and I fled when Septima Tharn and her Daedra-worshipping zealots attacked. We barely got out before the first impacts from their ballistae shook the walls.
Septima Tharn's army attacked Bankurai Garrison. Where are they now?
Occupying the walls. And they didn't just attack the garrison, they conquered it. The knights keep saying the Lion Guard will come. That will push the invaders out in less time than it takes to brew a cup of tea. But that hasn't happened yet.
Regardless, I need to ask you some questions about the Grey Host.
I'm sorry. Concern for my colleagues and the Pyre Watch warrior who accompanied them has my thoughts in a jumble. Come to think of it, the Pyre Watch are experts on the Grey Host. Find my friends, and I'm sure the warrior will answer your questions.
Pyre Watch.
They're guardians sworn to watch over a Grey Host burial site located here in Bankurai. One of their warriors was here recruiting when the garrison came under attack. She went to protect my colleagues, but no one's returned. Can you go find them?
I'll find your missing scholars and the Pyre Watch warrior.
Cogleen and Indus fled in the direction of Evermore with the Pyre Watch warrior. while Gennard headed toward Kerbal's Hollow.
Ooh, a little
Reason.
chilly.
The wilderness can be treacherous between here and there.
Isn't there anything at all you can tell me about the Grey Host?
Even if my mind wasn't clouded with worry, I'm an expert on the Second Era. My First Era knowledge is extremely limited. The Pyre Watch knows more about the Grey Host than anyone. Find her and my friends, and she'll provide the answers you seek.
I'll find the Pyre Watch warrior and their colleagues.
Thank you, friend. When you return with the scholars safely in tow, we should be able to put our collective heads together and dredge up that ancient history. That is, if the Pyre Watch warrior hasn't already satisfied your curiosity.
Very fair. Alright, I am off to find the people. Oh, I need to talk to Gwendis real quick. Gwendis!
This scholar's research doesn't go back to the First Era. And the other scholars fled? That puts a wrinkle in our plans, all right. This Pyre Watch warrior is a promising lead, though. Let's go find her and the other scholars.
Scholar Dill says the missing scholars ran in 2 different directions.
I heard. Let's split up and go after them. All take Kerbal's Hollow. You head toward Evermore. Here, I'll mark it on your map.
Have you ever heard of the Pyre Watch?
Yeah, my brother Fenorian told me about one he encountered. They're the guardians of an ancient mass grave where the remains of the Grey Host are said to be interred. Probably knows more than the scholars. Find them and meet me back here.
Let me see back here with the scholars.
Find the scholars, but try not to get eaten by anything.
Alright, let's go to the closest one first. Assassin beetles. Or spider, actually. Well, that's something unfortunate to see right in the middle of the road. Oh, that's a world boss. I didn't make this mistake earlier when I was doing this. God. What did I do wrong? Oof. Well, first of all, I need to use my Witch Mother's Potent Brew. That's obvious. And I need to make some more Witch Mother's Potent Brews, too, because I'm down to 4. Should really pull out my mount.
You there. Come. You don't look like a refugee. You a soldier from the garrison. What news of the Imperial attack?
Scholar Dill sent me to find you. She has a camp outside the garrison's walls.
Oh, that's wonderful news. Cogleen and I intended to head straight for Evermore. The cursed Imperials caught up with us. They would have captured us if not for that Pyre Watch warrior. Have you seen her? Is she alive?
I haven't. Scholar Dill says she was leading you towards Evermore.
She was, but we ran into Imperials. The Pyre Watch warrior distracted the soldiers and ordered me to flee. Then she took Cogleen and headed west. Please, find them. I worry for their safety.
I'll find them. Go to Scholar Dill's camp.
I will go to Scholar Deal's camp now. We are most fortunate you came to our aid.
I came here for information about the Grey Host of the First Era. What can you tell me?
Other than the fact that they were defeated here centuries ago, not much, I'm afraid. I can tell you Empress Hestra's legions came to the aid of Bankarai garrison. That's why Hyrok became part of the Alessian Empire for a time.
That would make a lot of sense, yes. You must know something else about the Grey Host.
Alas, you seek facts and figures that I don't have readily at hand. Perhaps when I can retrieve my papers from inside the garrison. You know, the Pyre Watch warrior might be able to help you. They're experts on the Grey Hosts of the First Era.
Yes, 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 I'm aware. Alright. The next one is over that way. We should probably grab that.
I'll return to Scholar Deal's camp. May Tall Papa guide your steps.
We should probably grab Crypt of the Exiles while we're passing, because we're going to have to go there eventually anyways, because if I remember correctly, that's where I'm going to find the Pyre watch individually. And look, there's another way shrine. Well, that one's not too far away. We'll go ahead and grab it. Doesn't hurt to have a way shrine. Oh joy, I'm riding through Fallen Grotto. That was a stupid idea. Oh god, it was a bad idea. Wiggle, 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 wiggle everywhere. Wiggle, 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 wiggle everywhere. That's not a good idea. Okay, so I am completely lost. How do I get to that? I just did this earlier and didn't have this problem. What in the world did I do wrong this time? Oh. Alright, let's go up to Evermore and we'll ride south from... No. Yeah, we'll ride south from Evermore and see if we can't get there. Yeah, I needed help accessing the DLC earlier. Where were you at when I couldn't access it? I will be right back, sorry. Okay, thank you for, sorry for the delay. I am back, and I had a package, so I had to take care of that, because you can't just leave it laying out on the doorstep, or somebody might walk off with it. Okay, you know, I did not have any kind of trouble getting to this scholar earlier, and I didn't have to fast travel to do it, so I'm incredibly surprised that I had to do that this time when I didn't the last... Oh, that's because I cut through the graveyard last time, and I didn't do that this time, that's why.
I can't do my job, not with all this going on.
This is actually one of the places where you can get infected with vampirism or lycanthropy, if you wish. I don't wish that for Reewish, so... It's just not his cup of tea.
Psst. Over here. You're the first thing I've seen that isn't an undead monstrosity. Lovely. Are you with the garrison? Please, tell me you're here to rescue me.
Scholar Dill sent me to find you. She has us camp outside the garrison walls.
Oh, thanks, Stendar. I thought I could make it to Evermore, but I tired myself out. When I tried to pass through the old graveyard, I ran into unspeakable horrors. Thought I was finished. I'll head back now. Oh, say, did you find that Pyre Watch warrior?
I haven't. Scholar Indowis said she left to find you.
When the Imperials came after us, she managed to distract them and ordered me to run to the graveyard. I think she headed for the Crypt of the Exiles. I hope she found shelter within. We owe her our lives. Please, will you go check on her?
I'll check the Crypt of the Exiles. Go to Scholar Deal's camp.
I'll hurry back to Scholar Deal's camp. Be safe.
Alright. We'll also just complete the delve while we're there. There's no reason to leave a delve uncompleted when we have to go in there for a quest anyway. So we'll go in there, finish the delve, and we'll do get the Pyre Witch. So, man, there's a huge crowd of people outside the delve because everybody's doing the prologue quest today. I figured this would be a good day to do this because it's the first day, and I forgot, you know, everybody and their brother's doing this quest today. After Hyrock joined the First Empire in the First Era 1029, the King of Evermore had a vast cemetery built under the... It didn't let me finish. Alright. Backpack. Nothing valuable. There's a quest there. Orders from the Knight Commander, huh? Let's see. May as well take care of that. Well, there's no reason we can't just skip right to the end of this. Hold on, do I have my undead killing staff on? Let me check that real quick. Nope. There we go. An Exile's notes. Did you get stuck up on the ceiling when you did one of those jumping attacks? Okay, So the only thing I gotta do is find the Sky Shard and we'll be done here.
Come forward, you godless mob. My apologies, Wayfarer. The shadows make it difficult to discern friend from foe. You do not look like my enemy. Perhaps Tuatha has not forsaken me after all. What are you doing in this wretched place?
Scholar Deal sent me to find you in the Scholars. She has a camp outside the garrison's walls.
It gladdens my heart to hear that Scholar Deal is safe. But what of the other scholars? Did my efforts to lead the Imperials away allow them to get away?
I located Scholar Colleen and Idols. I sent them to Dill's camp.
That is truly fortunate. As for me, I escaped the Imperials only to find myself surrounded by 8.
Ah, darn it!
Lead on, Wayfarer.
Alright, I gotta find this Sky Shard real quick and grab this Memory Stone. Alright, Sky Shard's gotta be in this area somewhere because we haven't seen it yet. So. Come on. Hey Joe, welcome to the stream. So we are doing the prologue quest for the ESO Markarth. We had to rescue some scholars. Gwendis brought us here. She's still short and stabby, so, I mean... She feels stabby. How about you? Where is that Sky Shard? Did I miss it somewhere? Oh, there it is. Gotcha. Yeah, so I've had the windows open all afternoon. There's a really nice breeze coming in through the window. It's really nice. It definitely feels like September out there. Ah, come on, guys. This is lizard abuse. And of course the enemy repops right as I'm walking through. We got 2 enemies repop right as I'm walking through. So how are you doing today, Joe?
I came to Markarth garrison seeking recruits for the Pyre Watch. Wounding help us, I did not expect those villains to arrive and send innocent people fleeing for
Nice.
shelter. I am grateful you saved the scholars. Now what can I do for you in return?
I'm looking for information about the Grey Host of the First Era.
The Grey Host was a terrible army of vampires, werewolves, and other monsters that pillaged the land. Only the combined might of the Markarth garrison and the Alessian Empire finally defeated them. That story, unfortunately, is mired in legend.
So there's nothing you can tell me about how the Grey Host was defeated?
The true story may be as enthralling as the legends, but we only have bits and pieces of it. Magic was involved, almost certainly. But whether it was divine in nature or Alessian sorcery, we have never been able to determine.
There must be something you know that can help us to understand the Grey Host.
I can delve into the records of my order when I return to our sanctum. But understand that the Watch is concerned with keeping the past buried, not exposing it. I can tell you that there are indications that one of the hosts survived the slaughter.
We learned something similar. A Deneri noble offered the survivor sanctuary.
A Dureni noble? That gives some credence to the historical record. An incomplete parchment mentioned Viridian Watch, but we never saw the significance. It also said that only the worthy could enter the sanctuary. We never determined what that meant.
I need to tell my associate Gwendis about this. You should return to Scholar Danil's camp.
I do not know the nature of your mission, Wayfarer, and I still have my own to uphold. But if you seek answers about the Grey Host, then may Mara bless your search.
Can you tell me anything about Viridian Watch?
I know precious little. I never visited the site myself. Though incomplete, the historical record indicates the survivor hid in a concealed space that they were guided to. Perhaps that has something to do with the idea of being worthy.
Tell me more about that part of the record.
There wasn't much. Just that the worthy would be guided to safety.
Ah, come on. Who did that? That was rude. There's a whole bunch of us here doing this, and you got several of them killed just now. That is extremely disrespectful.
I do not know the nature. I know preciously. There wasn't much. Just that the worthy would be guided to safety. Perhaps that is the key, if you can determine what worthy means to a vile vampire. Any place associated with the Grey Host cannot be trusted. Evil does not fade. So be on your guard.
I shall, thank you.
I will go check on the skunk.
A bone colossus. It'll take Gwendis a moment to spawn in.
There you are.
Gwendis.
Good, you're back. I found Jannard and I see you've managed to return with the rest. Show off. Now that we settled that matter, what did the Pyre Watch warrior tell you about the Grey Host?
Shaloria said that the historical record is incomplete concerning the details of the Grey Host.
I was afraid of that. So much about the First Era has been lost. I wonder if the Pyre Watch knows anything about the other details we learned. About the survivor and their connection to a Dureni noble.
She confirmed there was a survivor and they may have been taken to a sanctuary in Viridian Watch.
That matches what we already uncovered, and confirms the Dureni connection. Did you find out anything else I should know?
Apparently the legend says the way to safety was only available to those worthy to receive it.
A riddle, damn it. There's always a riddle. Well, I say we go to Viridian Watch and figure this out on our own. I'll mark the location on your map. Now let's go before Scholar Deal tries to regale me with more tales of the Knights of St. Pellen.
I'll meet you inside Viridian Watch. Let's see, what's the closest I can get to it? I can't get very close to it. We shall ride for glory, and don't accidentally ride into the boss again. Let's go around this way so we don't accidentally run right into the boss again. Just ran into a Covenant guard though, whoops. Well, it's time to do the lizard thing. Thank God I'm a lizard, because I can swim really fast across the water, and everybody's jealous because I swim really quick. Ooh, there's a lore book right there. Sweetness, I'll take that. Enter Viridian's Watch. Alright, search for the Grey Host hideout.
Look. There's a sigil right there.
I see dirt, Gwendus.
It makes so much sense. The riddle. Only those worthy can find their way to safety. Only vampires and werewolves can see these sigils. That explains why no one ever found anything.
I don't see any sigils.
That's because you aren't a vampire or a werewolf. Hold on, I've got just the thing. Here, a blood pendant. It lets me share some of my vampiric essence so you can see the sigils too. It's perfectly safe. At least, Fenorian said it was harmless.
It better be harmless or I'm going to kick Finn's ass next time I see him. What's our next step?
We follow the sigils, of course. The Grey Host survivor must have used these as a guide, and they were made for that specific purpose. Now, let's see where they lead.
Alright, let's go.
Another one. Keep going west.
Yep, I'm making sure I get this place cleared out too while we're here because I'd rather not have to come back, so.
South here. Not that we have a choice.
Oh, there's a Sky Shard. Who shot me?
South here. Not that we have a choice.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me switch my stats back because apparently these enemies aren't undead. I was hoping that everything would be undead so I didn't have to switch my stats back, but you know. And we got a skill point for the day, so I feel pretty good about that. Alright, and
Down
we'll
that
have...
tunnel.
I know we'll run into the boss on the way through, so we don't have to worry about that.
Let's go south. Up those steps.
You know, Gwendis, if you want to help do the kill, that would be appreciated. Thank you.
East here. And down again.
I need aid.
Even with you healing him, I still killed him before I killed you.
Another one. Northeast around this corner.
Oh, the boss isn't up. That sucks.
Keep going straight. I think we're close.
I would rather not wait for the boss to pop, so unless we get lucky and he pops back up before I leave, I'll probably just come back another day to do this boss. Wait, wait, wait! No! Good! Yes, we are good.
Keep going straight. I think we're close.
Hold on a second, Gwendis. Hold your chill. Or chill your roll.
Ha! This must be it. Now how to go about opening it. That's done it. Let's check inside.
Alright, let's get a look around. So there's a ladder, and there's a couple cots, and a basket with some game in it, which that game must be ancient to this point. Well, no skeletons that I can see, thankfully. Doesn't mean there aren't skeletons, but I'm not seeing them right now. Alright, let's check out this letter. To the all-powerful and illustrious Lord Rada al-Saran, I created this sanctuary to account for the unfortunate possibility of the battle going awry. Now word has reached me of the Grey Host's defeat. I fear the worst has come to pass. Damn Starechi's recklessness and his sickening ego. It is truly unjust that the man who brokered the deal with Molag Bal should be the downfall of a great order. If you are reading this, I know it must have been painful to fight tirelessly only to watch your brothers and sisters fall around you, but you must survive. You will speak for those who have fallen. You must continue the legacy. I hope you did not have trouble locating this safe haven. I made sure to mark the way with the magic blood sigils that only one of your distinction would be able to detect. There are healing poultices and bandages in case you are injured, and bound prisoners for when you need to feed. Know that you are protected here. No harm will come to you. I will check on this refuge in a few days once it is safe to do so. I hope to find you well, and that that my active dedication to you and your cause reflects well upon me. I am ever your loyal servant, and should you choose to grace me with the gift of immortality, I shall spend eternity as Lady Thorn in service to you as we rebuild what was lost. Your devoted servant, Lady Incherin of Clan Dorneri.
Rada al-Saran was a survivor. That figures. And Lady Thorn helped him. Or should I say, Lady Ingrid?
My subtitles aren't on. Oh, let me fix that real quick.
Looks like he had quite
Ancient bloody bandages. Wow. Ancient pouch.
I'm surprised that's
Ritual chalice. Yeah.
Wait, what's that? Let me see it.
Here you go.
I recognize this signet, but that doesn't make any sense.
What? Does it have something to do with the Grey Host?
I don't know. No, this can't be. But it is, isn't it? Damn it. I don't like where this is going.
What's wrong?
I've seen this signet before, or one just like it. My mentor, Count Verandas, had one. Why would he have something connected to the Grey Host? That doesn't make any sense.
There has to be an explanation.
You're right, of course. There must be something we're missing. We need answers, and there's only one place to find them. Ravenwatch Castle in Rivenspire. Let's go. I'll explain more when we get there. I need time to think.
Let's head to the castle now. Fast travel. It's been a while since Reewish has visited Rivenspire. A couple months, actually. There's a nice breeze coming through the window. We're gonna go where we've never been before, behind Castle Ravenwatch.
Over here.
Wendes.
Good, you made it. So, I've had some time to think. I know this may seem a little unorthodox, but I want to go into the castle through the secret passage.
Secret passage, but isn't this your castle?
Yes, but we just learned that Count Verandas may have been involved with the Grey Host thousands of years ago and never told us. That disturbs me, and that never happens. I want to investigate this quietly before I involve the rest of the family.
But Verandas is gone. Why sneak in the back?
Other members of the house might be around. If they see us, they'll ask questions. I don't want to sully Verandas' memory with whatever this is. Not until we know for sure. I want to figure this out before we involve anyone else.
Brandis gave his life to save Rivenspire. Does it matter what he did thousands of years ago?
I don't want it to matter, but it does. Why would he keep this from me? I need to see what's in the castle cellar. That's where he stored his private possessions. We followed his wishes and never disturbed the place. Until now. Come on, let's go.
Let's investigate the castle cellar.
This way.
Enter Ravenwatch Castle. See, I like that. She actually picked up the shovel that was sitting right there. She didn't pull a shovel out of nowhere. And then she started digging. They've really come away with this game.
Down we go. Watch out for vermin. We don't fumigate down here as often as we should.
I didn't see any earlier, but apparently there are some, because I did not see all these guys earlier when I was down here. All right.
Let's hurry to the cellar. I'm fairly certain I can get it unlocked.
You know, we probably just could have come through the front door, Gwendis. There was barely a difference between where we came up at.
Give me a moment. Hurry now. Inside.
Oh wow,
See if you can find the signet.
2 delves
Must
I
be in
didn't
one of
do.
these
Good
crates or
gracious. I thought I
boxes.
finished everything here. Didn't even get all the sky shards.
Just a crate of knickknacks. Nothing important. Keep looking. Not in there either. Ugh, Verandas. Why are you so good at hiding things?
It's just his nature.
Another secret door? I didn't know that was here. It has the same mark as the signet. Maybe. It opened. Let's see what's inside. What is this place? Did Verandas use this as a secret study? Check the desk, would you?
To my dear friend. Verandas, I know that your ceaseless quest to appease and coddle the mortals takes a great deal of your time, but I must insist that you take a brief respite from your work to come visit the great castle we erected in your absence. It truly is magnificent. I firmly believe that when the peace we both seek is realized, Greyhome will stand among the wonders of the world. It will be a beacon of hope for our kind and the mortals who serve us. A grand reminder that anything is possible with hard work and vision. Your absence is felt here. The Grey Council rules the Grey Host, but your seat at our table remains empty. Even Etrarch Ulfra feels your loss, though she would never admit it. Come, my friend, visit us at Greyhome. We created a laboratory that rivals anything in the Mages Guild. I have no doubt that you and Etrarch Gonzalez will complete your research there. I've drawn a map on the back of this letter to guide you to the island. Return to us, Verandas. Return to the Great Council, to your family, and to your home. Your beloved brother, Rada Al-Saran. Oh, God.
That letter. What does it say?
You're not going to like this, Gwendis. You sure you want me to tell you?
That letter. Please tell me it's just an old to-do list or something, and not actually proof that the man I trusted with my life was involved with the Grey Host.
The letter suggests Count Verandas was a member of the Grey Host.
What? Verandas, how could you? I don't want to believe it, and yet here it is, right before my very eyes. Why didn't he ever tell me? I thought I knew everything there was to know about him. No, there has to be more. What else does the letter say?
Aw. Poor Gwendis. She's a sworn lover. Except for I don't think she was actually ever his lover, but she wanted to be. It mentions an island in a Grey Host castle. There's a map, too.
It's possible that castle no longer exists, but I want to go. I refuse to believe Verandis was part of the Grey Host. There has to be more to this. Some piece of the puzzle that makes sense of everything. Are you still with me?
I'll go with you to investigate the Grey Host Castle.
Thank you. The cart's still waiting outside. We'll take it to the docks and travel by boat from there as we follow this map. Go on ahead. I want to take one more look around. Make sure we didn't miss anything.
I'll meet you by the cart. And I know that the area we're going to is cold, so time to switch outfits. There we go, back in our winter outfit. People looking around, but none of the other NPCs are actually here. Oh, Heloise is here, but not... Heloise is here, but the captain is not. The captain must have already returned to... the captain must have already returned to where she was previously. Oh, Adusa's here.
These assassins. They thought they were hunting us. Now Adusa turns the tables. Now we hunt them.
Adusa, your dialogue really needed to get an update there. You are really far behind on what's going on right now.
I think I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Delaying the inevitable won't help anyone, and it won't get me the answers I need. Come on, let's go see what's on this secret island.
What do you think we'll find on this secret island?
Answers, I hope. Look, I have to do this. I'm going to see this journey through, no matter what truth waits at the end. Let's just go. The sooner we get this over with, the better. First, however, take this. You earned it.
Thank you, Windus.
That letter we found. I can't believe Verandis was part of something as evil as the Grey Host. I guess we need to go to the secret island, and the castle if it still exists. I won't rest until I learn the truth. The whole truth.
How exactly do we get to the secret island?
We follow the map. We'll take the cart to Shornhelm's coast, hire a ship, and sail to the spot indicated on the back of the letter. Fingers crossed, we'll be there faster than you can say gore apple pie.
And what do we do when we get there?
Look around, and hopefully find more. Determine this was just all a big misunderstanding. That Verandis was never a member of the Grey Host. If not, then I suppose I want to find undeniable proof that my mentor was a monster. So, can we go now?
I'm ready to travel to the Grey Host Island.
This still doesn't feel entirely real. I can't believe we found a letter tying Verandis to the Grey Host. From Rada al-Saran of all people. At least there's a map. Let's find this damned island and finish this. The cart's waiting.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of the Ashen Lord either, so alright. Let's head out. Castle Greyhome. This is exactly what it was for. Come on. You're supposed to have given the little blip about the location. You weren't supposed to give a blip about alchemy.
This is where the map led us. A lovely and ominous spot for a foreboding Grey Host castle, don't you think? If we can't find something about Rada al-Saran and Verandis here, then I'm not sure where else to look.
How do we do this? Or how do you want to do this?
Well, it seems obvious to start with an unnecessarily ostentatious vampire castle over there. I think we should survey the island first. The Grey Host may be gone, but they could have left traps. And who knows what kind of wildlife lives here.
What kind of traps?
I don't know. Something gothic and ridiculous. I don't like to generalize, but vampires tend toward the dramatic. Just be careful. We won't learn anything about Verandis and the Grey Host if we go and get ourselves killed.
Let's look around the island. Yeah, there are vampiric saber cats everywhere. What'd you find, Gwendis?
Did you see that? That crystal thing clearly reacted. It pulsed as I approached it.
Do you think it's some kind of trap?
Well, it hasn't exploded or fried us to a crisp yet, so I'm thinking no. Probably not. I've seen something like this before, part of a ward. I think it responds to the presence of our Empire, like those sigils we saw.
So, what do we do with these crystals?
Now that they're awake, it should be simple enough to deactivate them. I'm not sure if your eyes are as good as mine, but I think I see a few more up ahead. I'll keep watch while you deal with the crystals.
I'll try to deactivate the crystals.
Well done. Let's go deal with the rest of the ward crystals.
Bunny. Oh, the death hound there. And a vampiric bear, too. Seriously, Gwendis, are you going to help with the killing? Are you going to leave all the killing to me? If you're wondering where we are on the map, that's what this little island up here was that I found and posted a screenshot in the chat. So I was right, it was based around the Prologue quest.
You're pretty good at this.
To the next ward!
Good job. Let's find another ward crystal.
There's another gargoyle. Ow.
That was definitely a rumble. Let's go check the castle.
Oh, there's a man. Someone must have gone through and cleared out all of the monsters the last time I was coming through here, because I swear there was like no monsters at all the first time I came through here. Well, there's a few, but not nearly as many as there are
The way
now.
looks clear. Let's see if we can get inside.
Castle Greyholm. See, it's gonna be stubborn and not show the actual text for this area.
I hate to admit it, but this place is impressive.
Gwendis.
This place must have been impressive back in the day, but now it's just decrepit. Looks like it's been abandoned for centuries. Luckily, I came prepared. How do you feel about trying something unconventional?
What do you mean unconventional?
The members of House Ravenwatch exchange vials of their own blood. That shows a rare level of trust, even among vampires, since blood can be used in all sorts of spells, both beneficial and harmful. I brought some of Verandis' blood with me.
How is Verandis' blood going to help us?
By putting a drop of his blood in this potion, we can dreamwalk and access any memories Verandis has of this place. I'll leave it here on the table for when you're ready. I'd drink it myself, but a dreamwalk requires an impartial participant.
Verandis had me use a dreamwalk potion to learn his history with House Montclair. Not Doral game, that's a mistake. Bad game.
Then you're already an expert. You learned quite a bit from that experience, yes? Verandis isn't here, but by using his blood we can achieve the same result. I prepared the potion. It's on the table. Make sure you drink the whole thing.
I'll drink the dreamwalk potion and find out what I can. Let's dreamwalk.
Exarch Verandis, while we have your crates moved to your study, Exarch Singalis and Ulfra would like a word.
Steward Fawcentine.
It is good to see you, Exarch Verandis. Lord Rada al-Saran will be pleased you accepted his invitation. You have been terribly missed. Exarchs Ulfra and Singalis asked me to send you to them as soon as you arrived. They wish to speak with you.
I'm no exarch, dear Fawcentine. I want nothing to do with grandiose titles or Citri's army.
Of course, Lord Verandis. My apologies. Please, you shouldn't keep the Exarchs waiting.
Where can I find Ulfra and Tingalis?
Exarch Ulfra likes to look out over the courtyard from the eastern balcony. Exarch Singalis rarely leaves his laboratory on the upper level. Both want to see you. I will inform you once your crates have been moved to the study set aside for you.
Please take care of my apothecary chest. Most of the components are irreplaceable. That sounds like a very Verandis thing to say. Okay, let's take a look around. I gotta admit, this place is really nice looking. Even in a dream walk. Kind of a shame there isn't an option to... I mean, if you were playing as a vampire character, I kind of wish you could side with the Grey Host, but then at the same time, I don't know what their final plan is, and maybe their plan is so bad that even no vampire would possibly consider joining them. I don't know. Could have been fun, though, if we had the option to, like, join the Grey Host and help them complete their goal. Ooh, there's a named character. Can I speak with them? No. I can speak with this one. He's playing with a skull.
Verandis Ravenwatch. I don't believe we've had the pleasure. I am Pentarch Kavan Indoril.
I did not expect to find a member of House Idori here. Why did you join the Grey Host?
An odd question from one of Rada al-Saran's esteemed Grey Council. We are all here for the same reasons, are we not? Power over life and death. Control over our own fate. In Vardenfell, I am the sixth of 8 sons. Here, I will become much more.
You may find that power bereft of companionship does not bring satisfaction.
Is that why you returned after so long away? You were lonely? I must confess, I find every day away from the insufferable bickering of House Indoril a blessing. But perhaps we are cut from different cloth.
Indeed, a pleasure to have met you, Colvin. Okay, let's continue. Okay, that's just a normal foot soldier. Okay, that's the upper level. We don't need to go there right now. That must also lead to the upper level, so we will head over this way. These are legionaries. There's young vampires training for the... Okay, this is quite impressive, actually, I do admit.
You call yourselves soldiers. Inadequate. Again.
Oh, there's the king.
Verandis, I heard Rada al-Saran sent for you, but I never expected you to show up. I thought you made your position regarding the Grey Host abundantly clear.
I see you finally got to the army you so desperately sought, Surichi.
You speak of peace on the one hand, but you take their blood just like the rest of us, Verandis. Where did you think all those endless debates among the Great Council would lead? We were never going to change our natures. Why should we?
Because war is never the answer, Surichi. We can all live in peace. Why can't you see that?
You were a fool when we first met, and nothing has changed. After all these centuries, you remain as ignorant and naive as ever. My Grey Host is the only way for our people to create a safe and harmonious home. And deep down, you know it too.
Engage low.
I don't like that guy. I think I've actually killed that guy. Let me check that.
Sheen steel.
I think I actually have killed that guy.
Better but sloppy. Again.
Let's see, where are the dolmen information at? Not here. Must be under exploration.
Attention. Draw steel.
There's Craglorn, Cyrodiil. Here it is, Dark Anchors. Did I fight? No. No, I haven't fought him yet. See, there he is. I haven't fought him yet. So he's still serving the... Oh, hey, there's... I know you. I killed you. I think. Fangirl. There's an Etriarch doing his rounds. There's actually quite a lot of Etriarchs for a rank that's practically the title of General. Oh, what's this? Jirta, Okti. These are Argonian vampires.
Even where the dark water flows deep, the blood of those worthy swirls still. Why is this so, member of the Grey Council?
Another riddle, Gazes?
A question for Sithis unanswered. All answers come from Sithis, though few are worthy to hear them. Yet we alone are blessed. We will go beyond one day, when we have made the offerings he seeks. Only then may we flow into the dark water.
What need have we for assassins? Death only invites more death.
The others speak of you as short-sighted, but I hear in your words the truth we all seek. All must come to Sithis. Death is the path to him, and Sithis is the path to the dark water. It is a goal for all. Come now, pray with me.
Regretfully, I must decline. Perhaps we can speak later. I don't follow Sithis, my friend. I'm not a shadow scale. Wait. I'm not a lizard at all. I'm absolutely Verandis Ravenwatch. Yes, I am totally, in fact, Verandis Ravenwatch. I am not, in fact, a lizard. This is they put quite a bit of work into this.
Oh, Verandis, look! It's wonderful! Such pretty lights.
Greetings, Longstep. I'm surprised to see you so far from Valenwood.
Oh, I'll admit I do miss the trees. But everyone is so friendly here, and the food! There's so much of it. Delicious, squirmy, screaming food. Does that bother you? The screaming? I recall us discussing such things last time we spoke.
I only feed on the willing. You should consider that.
Oh, but that's no fun, is it? It's like hunting a beast in a cage. Where's the challenge? No, Verandis, I'll take my prey squirmy and terrified. It gets the blood pumping. Nesby and I are going hunting later today. You must come.
Perhaps another time. Nevi is not somebody I can speak to, so... There's quite a few characters you can talk to, although you can't talk to everybody, but that makes sense. That would just be too much work. He's practicing. There you are, Umfra. This staff is actually the same staff that killed her, and I'm wearing it right now. She doesn't even know it.
Can you smell them, Verandis? Prey on the wind. We should be out hunting them, not uselessly debating in these halls of stone.
You wanted to speak with me, Ulfra?
When you see Lord Rada al-Saran, do not continue your age-old argument. He needs to remain focused. I'll never understand your obsession with sheep, Verandis. There are hunters and prey. We are hunters. Your sympathy for prey borders on the insane.
You were mortal once.
As were you, until Molag Bal made you into something more, something worthy. Lord Hersey made me one of his most powerful hunters, because he knew mortality restricted me. I could not reach my full potential until he rescued me from that fate.
All I suggest is that we live in peace with mortals. They outnumber us, after all.
The wolf does not fear 1,000 rabbits. It merely enjoys the bounty Herseen has provided. Humans, no matter how large their pathetic armies grow, will never threaten us. Come to your senses, Verandis. Come back to your brothers and sisters.
I won't stop trying to convince you that my course is the correct one.
You're a fool, Verandis. You always have been. Why does Lord Rada al-Saran continue to humor you? We don't need you on the Grey Council. You aren't even fit to be one of Styrik's foot soldiers. Go bother someone else with your nonsense.
Wow. This is an impressive castle that Rada al-Saran has had constructed.
Greyholm is impressive. I won't deny that. But I detest all the sitting around and debating. I'm a hunter. I ache to feel a mortal writhe in my grasp, to watch their blood spray against the dirt. Don't you?
You know that's not my way, Ulfra.
Why do I even try to talk to you about such things? Lord Rada al-Saran should have dealt with you years ago, but he keeps calling you back.
Wow, she is a mean one. She means a frickin' rattlesnake. Tengalis. It's been a long time since I also killed you with this staff.
Verandis. Good. I wanted to talk to you. I never tire of looking at this creation. Tell me again, why did you abandon your stone husks? I thought you wanted your precious mortals to enjoy the everlasting life of their betters.
The mortal I resurrected went mad, Tengalis. The experiment failed.
Is that what bothers you? One small failure and you abandon such promising research. You had the opportunity to seize control of existence itself. To control both life and death. Such power is unimaginable, yet you squander it.
One failure was more than enough, and even power such as you describe is not worth the cost.
Cost? What cost? Mortals are as cheap and plentiful as grains of sand on a beach. Once you master the creation, you'd be able to resurrect them at will. They would worship you as a god. Wouldn't that bring about the peace you crave?
We're not their gods, Tengalis. We are their equals.
How can you be so misguided? Mortals are so far beneath us they cannot even comprehend their own inadequacy. I only hope Lord Rada al-Saran can talk some sense into you. Meanwhile, I will study this creation. Perhaps even succeed where you failed.
I hope you do succeed, Tengalis.
How I have missed our endless debates, my friend. Our deep and fascinating discussions about science and philosophy. I look forward to renewing that exchange. If you haven't presented yourself yet, you should go see Lord Rada al-Saran.
What about your own research, Tengalis?
I've been quite successful in your absence. Rada al-Saran.
Ooh, a hint to what's to come.
I spent weeks examining it. It's quite remarkable, and I've only scratched the surface of the possibilities it might offer our kind.
That sounds fascinating. What kind of relic?
I'd prefer not to draw any conclusions until I've had time to examine it at length. But I welcome the chance to discuss it with you once you've settled in.
Yeah, so I'm not going to get to find out about it right now, but that makes sense because that's probably something that's going to be major in the next zone update. I'm looking forward to that. All right, no more putting it off. Who's this person?
Verandis, my friend. At long last.
Is this one of your concubines, Ashen Lord? Ezzy of the Creeping Dusk. She's kind of creepy. Etrak Vim.
Do you suppose Ease ever tires of dancing, Verandis? The girl enjoys frolicking in that fountain almost as much as she enjoys warm blood.
It's good to see you, Vim. How are things in the Empire?
As boring as ever. Until Fair Hestra came along, I'd all but given up on entertainment entirely. The new Empress is fascinating, isn't she, Verandis? A true warrior. Mortal, yes, but quite the conqueror. If she could be turned...
It would be unwise to reveal your true nature, Vim.
Perhaps. Yet Rada al-Saran saw the wisdom in immortal power, did he not? Hestra could be similarly convinced. Still, when she dies, and she will die, I expect it will be glorious. Worthy of a song.
And it was.
That will be entertainment enough.
I suppose we'll see soon enough. Be well, Vim. What dress are you wearing? It's a really pretty one. You don't want to talk.
How good of you to join us. Come, sit. Have a drink with me.
Mortal blood is not as plentiful as mead, Illis. It's not wise to gorge yourself like this.
Gorge? Ha! This is just a midday snack. Ever since we came here, we've had more blood than we can stomach. And I can stomach quite a bit. The dungeons are overflowing with delicious morsels. Lord Rada al-Saran knows how to keep us fat and happy.
Are dungeons beneath the castle?
I probably shouldn't have mentioned that. Forgive me, Verandis. Don't trouble yourself, old. Forget I said anything at all. Ha! I need another drink.
We'll talk more about this later. Alright, Ashen Lord. I'm sorry, Rada al-Saran.
How good to see you, Verandis, my old friend. You look well. Our halls have felt quite empty without you. What do you think of our new home? Is it not, as I wrote in my letter, everything one could ask for?
You built a grand castle, old friend, but I must know, have you considered my request?
To parley with the mortal queen. I have, but my stance has not changed. The Grey Host's strength has grown over the centuries, while dozens of mortal kingdoms have risen and fallen. What sense is there in revealing ourselves to them now?
Mortals are not as you remember them. Empress Hestria would make a fine ally.
What mortals gain from an alliance with us is obvious. But what benefit do we receive from them? King Styric and our Grey Host could crush this Empress Hestra and her armies in a day. I know you worry for our people, Verandis, but you need not.
You can't continue to war against the mortals. There are simply too many of them.
For such a brilliant mind who helped conceive our Grey Council, couldn't be so short-sighted, Verandis. I will say this. If the mortals do not move against us, we will not move against them. But I cannot protect your precious mortals from themselves.
I believe in the Grey Council, not Sturici's Grey Host. An alliance would protect us all.
Enough talk of alliances and mortals. It has been too long since we last saw one another, Verandis. Let us speak of better times. Drink the blood offered, and contemplate the tremendous responsibility we bear to keep our people safe.
I would like to continue our discussion of an alliance with the mortals later, my friend.
Of course, Verandis. I know you too well to think you would let the topic go so easily. I promise, we will speak of it again. There is no need to rush. We have not seen each other in an elf's age. I would hear what you have been up to, my brother.
We're immortal. We have all the time in the world to catch up.
And yet you waste years away from your family, caring for those who live short and meaningless lives. Verandis, is my word not enough to appease you? We will speak more of this later. For now, I wish to discuss more pleasant topics.
I spoke with Ulfra and Tungalis.
Good. You cannot imagine how much I have leaned upon them in your absence. It should please you to know that Ulfra shows restraint these days. And I know Singalis would love to discuss his experiments and research with you.
They don't understand the dream, Rada al-Sadaran.
They understand little that does not serve their own needs. They do not understand why we started the Grey Council, or what an asset you are to the Grey Host. It will take much to convince them to make peace with mortals.
Why did you invite me here if you're unwilling to talk about this?
We have talked, and I have listened. I have humored your ideals far longer than they deserve. I invited you because you will flourish here, Verandis. You belong here, among your brothers and sisters, not meandered in the tribulations of mortal life.
The dream doesn't start with us ruling over mortals.
Your dream and mine are similar, my friend, but they are not the same. This friction between us, it thins my patience. Still, this place, no matter how grand, did not feel complete till you returned. We belong here, Verandis.
Goodbye.
Lord Verandis, I apologize for the delay. The study is ready for you. Everything is ready for you, my lord. We moved your belongings into the study and provided all the reagents you requested. Should you require anything else, please let me know at once.
Thank you. I shall head that way immediately. Alright, let's read the book.
Easy, friend. It's time to wake up. Find the dream walk potion and drink it.
Okay. I might have to close the window. That breeze doesn't really feel so good anymore. It's feeling more cold now than good. Alright, well, I am back. Windus.
You cried out in your sleep just before you woke up. What happened? Are you alright?
I went to Ryan's study in the dream and tried to read his journal.
Oh, that would explain it. Don't worry, it's not you. It's almost impossible to read in a dream walk. But did you say Verandis' study? He had a study in this terrible place. Was he truly a member of the Grey Host?
He was, and something called the Grey Council, but he wanted them to make peace with mortals.
Sounds like Verandis. That's why he founded the Raven Watch after all. To allow vampires like us to gather safely. Only feed on willing subjects, and help mortals instead of preying upon them. So, he wasn't hoping to conquer Tamriel?
No, he argued for an alliance with mortals. He truly wanted peace.
Then, he didn't lie to me. He's still the man I know and trust. He left out a few things, of course, but I'll deal with that another time. That study of his, it might still be here. Can you lead me to it?
I can lead you to the study.
After all this time, his scent lingers in this place.
As impossible as that seems. Alright, let's read this. Oh, first of all, check the desk. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I would ever come this close. My research finally bore fruit. Oh, this is about the reviving the lady. So he has his essence in a reliquary. I think I know where this is gonna go.
Did you find the journal? What's it say? The journal was still here. Amazing. What did it say?
Verandis attempted to resurrect humans and vampires using stone husk.
Let me see that. Huh. Ritual simple enough. Just light some candles and place the reliquary. It looks like he abandoned the research before ever testing it on a vampire. Something about life energy and too great a cost.
I think Tungalis used his research to resurrect the Grey Host in Skyrim.
Right. Tingalis must have continued Verandis' experiments and refined them. You know, when a vampire dies, our souls go to Cold Harbor, to Molag Bal. This may be our chance to get answers directly from a member of the Grey Council.
You want to resurrect Verandis, don't you?
Verandis gave his life for the fire, and what was his reward? Cold Harbor and an eternity of torment in the hands of Molag Bal. This will work. It has to. Go downstairs and find the reliquary he wrote about. Then meet me in the ritual chamber.
I'll get the reliquary. Alright, we're bringing Verandis back from the dead. Honestly, though, I kind of hoped we would get to go to Cold Harbor and we get to fight somebody for Verandis' soul and then bring him back, but unfortunately that's not how this is going to work. So. Also, it looks like my food is going to be here soon, so I would like to do the food, but... This is the training hall from before. Alright, I got Verandis' reliquary that has his essence trapped within it. We should be able to use it with a stone husk to revive Verandis. In theory, anyways.
That's a
I will be
stone
right back, sorry.
Light the candles to begin the ritual.
Okay, sorry about that. Let's continue.
Good. Now place the reliquary.
Placing the reliquary.
The ritual. It's working.
Verandis, return from Cold Harbor. May the will of Molag Bal be denied.
Is that really you?
Must feed.
He woke up very hungry.
Stop! It's me, Quentin!
Can you really blame him? He's incredibly hungry. Huh. He's fine. We just knocked him out.
Are you all right?
My apologies. The process doesn't leave one in their right mind.
I'm just glad you're alive. But Verandis, we need to talk.
Yes, of course, my child. Let's all go outside and speak.
Yeah, I'm sure you're very happy to be out of Cold Harbor, Verandis. Out of the grip of Molag Bal. Don't forget to pick up my little reward chest here. Got, ooh, a sash of necropens. That's pretty good. Verandis.
I didn't expect to ever see you again, my friend. After we parted at the Doomcrag, I resigned myself to an eternity in Cold Harbor. But it seems my fate was not yet written. You and Gwendis saved me. I am more grateful than you can ever imagine.
Gwendis and I discovered your connection to the Grey Host.
That is unfortunate. I believed that part of my past was dead and buried. My involvement with the Grey Council ended so very long ago. Rada al-Saran and I were friends once. I tried to convince him to take a different path, to no avail.
I dream walked through your memories. I saw what you said to him and the others.
Then know that I truly regret not trying harder to convince Rada al-Saran and the Grey Council. Perhaps I could have averted the war. Alas, we'll never know. But why the sudden interest in ancient history? Why this obsession with the Grey Host?
Gwendis and I discovered that Raza al-Saran is still alive. The Grey Host has returned.
What? How is that even possible? What am I saying? Haven't I just returned from the dead? I must look into this. Find out what the Grey Host has planned. When the time comes, House Ravenwatch will send for you. I pray you will answer that call.
Of course, I will be ready when you send word. Gwendis.
I started out seeking information about the Grey Host only to discover that my mentor had a hand in their creation. As angry as that made me, I was comforted to know Verandis opposed their war. And now he's back. I don't know what to think.
Verandis has promised to help find out more about the Grey Host and their current plans.
I heard what he said. I'm still angry that he kept this part of his past a secret. But we'll work it out, eventually. In the meantime, at least I know I can trust him. That he didn't betray the ideals of House Ravenwatch.
So you're going to work with him on this?
Of course. There's too much at stake to let a few secrets get in our way. I'll help in whatever way I can. And once we know more, we'll send for you. I figure you want to see how this ends just as much as we do.
Anything else I can do, I can help with at the moment?
Take this, my friend. You earned it. For helping me learn more about Rada Al-Saran and the Grey Host. And for discovering the true connection between Verandis and the Grey Council. When you're ready for a reckoning, House Ravenwatch will contact you.
I know it actually was a reward for doing this, but you weren't able to see it. Let me show you what we got. Where is it? No. There it is. Reliquary of Dark Designs. Alright, well that's where we're going to end off for today. I want to thank you for joining in.
I know, Wendy. We have much to discuss. Come, let us return to Ravenwatch Castle.
I'd like to thank you for watching, and I hope to catch you next time as we return to Murkmire to work out some stuff there. And then after that, well, hopefully, you know, we'll be getting soon to the time when we can do ESO Markarth. I want to thank you and have a nice day. Goodbye.